TikTok Todd was getting it plenty yesterday for Sutton, for Boyd, and hell, he got it a few days ago for me. But according to Kris Boyd, there was a role model that Todd Cantwell should have just looked at across the city, and he would have got on fine at Rangers. Welcome back to Fog Football. We're going to dive into it because, of course, yesterday Sutton went in on Cantwell. Boyd then went in on Cantwell and said that his old pal, old Sutty, was right all along. He'll be ever known as TikTok Todd. Well, let's see what player that Kris Boyd said he should have looked up to, which is bizarre to think because he's actually saying that a Rangers player should have been more like a Celtic player. But you know what? I welcome that attitude for Kris Boyd at the end of the day because if James Tavernier was more like Cal McGregor, Rangers have a lot more trophies. So, that's what it is. And this is what he said about Todd Cantwell. There's only one way Cantwell's career is heading after this, and that's down. Whenever he hangs up his boots, he'll realise Rangers was as good as it ever got. If Cantwell wants an example of what there was for him if he had done things differently, then he only has to look across the city. Matt O'Reilly signed for Celtic from MK Dons, and there was a spell when he wasn't playing regularly under Ange Postecoglou. But did he throw in the towel and ask away? Did he get his phone out and create some content? No. End of quote. And I think he's right. You remember that spell because it hasn't been all sunshine and roses for Matt O'Reilly at Celtic. He came in. I thought he made a really good impact in his first 6 months at the club. But I think the 2022-23 season, not that he was horrendous by any means, but it wasn't. It definitely wasn't as good as 23-24. And did he throw his toys at the pram? No. He got his head down, and he was the best player in the league last season. Between him and the likes of Shankland, etc., is he the best player in the league right now? Not many people would go against it. 19 goals, 18 assists. It's hard to say that he's not the best player in the league right now. And Cantwell, they're the sort of numbers that he should be producing. He played 65 games for Rangers, Todd Cantwell. Nothing's official in terms of an exit, obviously, but 14 goals and 65 appearances for a number 10 at Rangers. It's not good enough. All you hear about as well, the league's this, the league's that, oh, you play for Rangers and Celtic, you should be getting those numbers. I think you should be getting those numbers. Matt O'Reilly got more goals than Cantwell last season than Cantwell had got, in 18 months at Rangers. When you compare the two, it's not good enough. And what does Matt O'Reilly do? He keeps quiet. He doesn't post obnoxious shit. Now, yeah, did he post about Atletico Madrid's bid in January did turn my head a little bit. But here, he's just speaking the truth. And what did he do? He bounced back for it and he fired Celtic towards a league title. Todd Cantwell, apparently, according to Chris Sutton and Boyd, who must be in the know, wanted it away in January, despite the fact that Rangers were looking well improved for a potential shot at a league title. So it just shows you the mentality of the two players. Todd Cantwell acts the big man. He ain't the big man. He's a bottle merchant of the highest degree. Boyd went on to say, O'Reilly got his head down and he worked even harder behind the scenes and is now on the verge of a massive move to the continent. That could have been Cantwell, but he'll leave Rangers with the same mentality he arrived with and a career now on the slide, and I couldn't agree more with Kris Boyd with that, because as Sutton said as well, he'll never play for a club as big as Rangers, and there's a lot of footballers that have left Rangers recently and will continue to leave Rangers without winning trophies if they don't get their act together, and they won't play for a bigger club than Rangers. It's as simple as that. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Barisic, Lundstrom, going to Trabzonspor. It's like with Bassi and Aribo, they have the quality to play for clubs bigger than Rangers. Ajax, massive club. Massive club. I think with Aribo, I think he could have got a move to an Ajax, but I think the fact he's went to Southampton, I think he'll struggle to probably get a move to a club anywhere near the size of Rangers. But it just shows you if you put your head down and you deliver like those two players did, and there's more examples obviously, you can kick on to better things, but if you just play shite and begin to lose and get it up inside that Glasgow Goldfish Bowl, you'll amount to hee-haw and you'll regret your time in Glasgow because you didn't utilise it. And that's exactly what's happened to Todd Cantwell. And I just hope the likes of Diamonde and Barron, who are fresh in the door, can look at people like Cantwell, Julie Barton, and be like, I'm not turning into that. I'm going to make something of my Rangers career. But anyway, till next time. Peace.